This is super cool for me. We've done in the past this thing called the biggest podcast. This is going to be like a very truncated version of that. But what it is an opportunity to highlight certain members of the One Bone community, get to know their story, get to know and understand, the come up. And we've got a limited amount of time. So we're going to just do a little sample run so you could kind of feel and experience what it would be like. And then you're going to come back and we're going to do a full episode.
Oh, yeah. That's
all right. So I got Ashton Adams to the right of me, to the left of you, a DJ, producer. Tell them everything that you are up to.
Yeah. Hey, guys. I'm Ashton Adams. I'm a DJ and house music producer. Thank you for having me, One Bone. And yeah, right now I've been working on my album. I have a lot of music coming out in 2023. I've been putting a lot of content out on my Instagram and TikTok. Make sure you guys go check that out at Ashton Adams Music. But right now I'm just currently just finishing the music. Getting ready for the new year and going to be doing some shows next year. I'm just really excited to bring you guys what I've been working on. That's
epic. And how did you kind of start and find your career in entertainment, creating art?
Yeah, so I grew up in the church playing many different instruments, from the piano, drums, keys, and that was really the foundation of what started me in music. And I love all different types of genres, from metal to hip hop, house music. And since then, I just really dove into the production and wanted to really just fine tune my production skills to make sure that I can make the best music possible. And yeah, we're here today.
Amazing. Now, you and I relate on many, many levels, but I came from DJing, I came from turning up, and part of the reason for the existence of One Bone were those shows where I was wearing things that didn't match the energy and the confidence that I was bringing on stage from an outfit standard. So I went out, custom made my own shirts, and now it's so cool to see other DJs, other performers, other athletes, having this solution where I had to kind of create it for myself, where you can, check out One Bone, you could get the perfect fit and just be comfortable on stage in what you're doing and how you're doing it. So how has it affected your day-to-day life and your life as a performer?
I can say this right now, One Bone has absolutely changed my life. And I'm not just saying that it's changed my life. It actually has changed my life. It has made me 100% way more confident. I can walk out my house feeling good. I can walk into a studio session. I can walk on stage. I can walk in front of thousands of people now and not feel uncomfortable. I can actually focus on my music. I can focus on my task at hand. Just don't have to be a musician. It's just for everyday life. And just walking outside and feeling comfortable and being able to put my hands up and have fun and be able to express Ashton Adams 100% who I am myself without any limitations.
Yeah.
To me is absolutely, that's the truest freedom. It's so much freedom, and thank you guys for providing that and these clothing. It's just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's literally our greatest pleasure. Man, it actually it strikes such a nerve with me. Just to hear that. And like you said, it's about just feeling the freedom, even for myself now, my life has changed so drastically in that I used to be on the turn up and telling people to put their hands up in the air. And now I'm going and picking pumpkins with my daughter and bending down and playing with her on the ground where my belly isn't out, my butt's not exposed. And just again, the confidence you feel in every little sector, whether it's performing on stage or hanging out with your family or friends or whatever, it is pretty crazy that a t-shirt or your clothing can really change your life.
It can, right? Even just going to the mall, I felt so depressed, just like oh my goodness, there's nothing here that can make me feel good, right? And now that there's a whole catalog of clothes that is for me, right, and fits me. And it's amazing.
That's dope. And you came with, the rest of your squad, and you are not all big men,
Nope.
In fact, you are every spectrum of the One Bone, fit and size. Yep. And what's cool for me is to see how much it changes and impacts your life, but also how good the fits look on the guys who are not our size. And I don't know if this resonates with you, but something that is so crucial is that we're not just wearing the big man's clothing line.
Mm-hmm.
We're wearing a clothing line that is just dope gear. It looks good. It feels good. And it's new fits we're dropping something every couple of weeks. And for us to be able to wear the same clothing as our smaller friends, or rather for them to be able to wear the same clothing that we are wearing, that is the concept of big and all. That is for them to feel like they are on our level, that we pick them up and they're part of our crew now, as opposed to us having always kind of felt excluded from the fashion world in their sense,
Yep. One thing I thought was awesome is I've never been able to be like, hey, BC, hey, come check out what I wear.
Yeah.
You'll like this.
Yeah.
It'll fit you.
Yeah.
So I thought that was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And I was like, and anybody who's my size, I don't think you've ever been able to do that either. To go to someone who's a little bit smaller than you, right? Say, hey, come check out my clothing. The clothes I wear. You'll love them, right? But I think being in the dance scene and community, it's obviously the music is great, but the community is about everyone.
Yeah.
Right. We don't leave anybody else out. It's just we all come collectively, and One Bone is about everyone.
Yeah.
Right? And big, tall, and for all. Right.
That's it, man.
I love it.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you. I'm so blessed that you rolled through HQ as you guys were in Montreal for your show, and lots of cool things coming up from Ashton Adams. What's the Instagram?
Ashton Adams Music on all platforms.
Dope. Check him out, and you're going to be seeing a lot more of him. He might have to pull me out of retirement and maybe throw me on a track or something. We'll see how that goes.
New single coming soon.
Hey, let's go. So that is it. That is like a truncated version of the biggest podcast. You could check out everything onebone.com and One Bone Brand on socials. Have the biggest day. Peace.
Biggest.